What is up here, YouTube? Jigsaw0097 here, just driving home. Been hanging out with family today. Just been mulling over the game in my mind. Just kind of wanted to give my thoughts on the Eagles as a whole, based on what we've seen now that we've had week one with the starters. The biggest glaring one is, guys, the more I'm thinking about it, this is just bad news. Is Ronald Darby going down is just not going to be good for us going forward. We fixed that issue in the offseason, and it's like immediately we're back to square one. I saw that they put Malcolm Jenkins in the slot, and now it's like we never got him, guys. It's really tragic, and they said it's not as bad as they thought it was. They said it's going to be an ankle dislocation, but it's not going to be like, they haven't done the MRI results yet to find out if it's like really bad, like a tendon injury or anything like that. They don't know like the extent of that, but they said it looks like the bone is fine. Looks like there's no broken bones or anything like that. It just looking like he just kind of buckled it wrong, and so basically what I'm getting at is it's looking like he's going to be out for like half the season now, and that's really, really bad. I really liked Darby, and it was fun watching him those first like couple passes. I think Kirk Cousins was like 6 for 12 or something like that. He was getting shut down by Darby. It was awesome. He was just shutting down Jordan Reed and just making Kirk Cousins throw some sailing balls, and it was great to watch. And then he went down, and it was like there's this weird momentum shift in the game for a second there, where I thought the Eagles were going to lose, and then the questionable play happened where we had Fletcher Cox. I don't know if it was a throw or not. Honestly, guys, I said in my video, if you watched the one before, I think it was a throw, and I think the refs screwed the Redskins over. But, would it have made that much of a difference? That's the real question. Would they have still been able to pull out the win? Who knows? But all I have to say, this is the argument I've been making all along, guys. The refs are terrible, and it happens to us all the time. It's going to happen league round. Every single team is going to get screwed by this. It's just the way it is until they fix this ref situation. So we finally got one. That's what it is. The game's over. I know I'm going to hear a lot of arguments now about people that are like, oh, you didn't even win legit. The game was rigged, the refs gave it to you. I'm going to hear all this crap, and it's like, whatever. That may be the case, but it was still 22-17. The Eagles were still ahead. So we don't know really if Kirk Cousins would have even made a touchdown or even a field goal. We don't even know. So there's that out of the way, but I don't know, just some thoughts. Without Ronald Darby, our secondary is going to look really bad, but Jalen Mills was stepping up in that game, which was great to see. He got the pick. Malcolm Jenkins, they put him back in the slot, and I know that's not his strong suit. But what I was thinking about, mostly this video is going to be to address our secondary now, because our offense was looking suspect to me, but then I saw Alshon Jeffrey catch that. He got the 2-point conversion, and he caught a really clutch pass in the end there. So it was great to see him just kind of wake up. I think he just needed to get a feel for it. Nelson Agholor, too, I said. Maybe I was wrong about the guy. I'm going to still watch him with a lot of skepticism. But he just looked so much more confident out there. I think he had like over 100 yards, which is just insane. But that first touchdown that Carson Wentz scrambled out of, which was amazing, by the way, guys. Even if you're not an Eagles fan, like that was just showing you like how a good quarterback can just extend a play and just get you to the promised land, because he basically wiggled out of all the Redskins defenders, and he just kept his eyes downfield, and he delivered that ball to Agholor for a touchdown, and that was like really the beginning of the end for the Redskins. Granted, when Darby went down, we did have that lull of momentum for a while, but that was just great to see. That had that touchdown not happened, it would have been a completely different story. So yeah, our offense looked pretty solid. Even LeGarrette Blount, I thought LeGarrette Blount did great as well. So we used him the way we needed to, and he will add value to this team for this season. So overall, the Eagles look great. I was watching some of that Dallas Giants game too tonight, and both of those teams look good. But I just feel like the Eagles look better. I mean, I'm not trying to cry wolf here like I did last season, but we'll just have to see. It's going to definitely be a battle this year in the East, but, you know, the Giants they were just kind of dinkering down. The Cowboys scored. I think they just scored a touchdown. It's like halftime now, so I just turned the game off after that, but they scored a touchdown. I think Witten got one, but, you know, the Eagles look on par to compete this year. That's kind of the bottom line I'm trying to get to is I don't think it's going to be like last season where Carson Wentz has no help. I think we're gonna be pretty solid. But as far as our secondary goes, and namely our defense, our secondary is now a glaring weakness again, guys. Running back, not as much anymore. I still don't think LeGarrette Blount and Wendell Smallwood and them are like our answer at running back. I still think we need to go out and get like a number one guy again. We need that like Shady McCoy type threat again on our offense. So that still needs to be addressed. But our cornerback situation now, guys, needs to be really addressed. And one of the things I was thinking about is maybe now is a good time for Howie to go out and maybe get a Darrelle Revis, you know, to just fill in for this year. You could probably get him for somewhat cheap and just see if he could come play for like a year. Like kind of like what we've been doing already with Blair. But I know the Eagles have like $10 million in cap space right now, which is great considering all the moves we made. So they do have the means to make this happen. It's just kind of like asking yourself, like, will they actually do it, kind of thing. So I was thinking something like that. Maybe Howie can make something happen, get a cornerback in here to help us. Otherwise, it's time for Rasul Douglas to step up. I think you need to put him in the slot, and then also Dexter McDougal, I think his name was, the guy that we got from the Jets. Maybe we need to insert him in now and see what he can do. So the Eagles definitely have options, but we did take a hit with Darby, guys. Don't think that this is going to be like easy now. This is almost like when Lane Johnson was suspended last year. It's going to affect our game. Next week we're playing the Chiefs, and like I don't know how that's going to go with Alex Smith and like Kareem Hill and all these guys that the Chiefs have now. Like, they made the Patriots look like crap on secondary, so this will be very interesting. And it's really sad because I was getting so excited for Darby, guys. Like, just watching him play those first couple plays, and like I'm just thinking this is going to be fun to watch this kid go through the season. And I've always had faith in Jalen Mills. I just thought that like Darby and Mills together was like a really good starting cornerback complement. It was a good tandem, you know, and so it's unfortunate. I did read that Jalen Mills, when he picked off that ball, he was telling the teammates, like, this is for Darby. It's cool to see that Ronald Darby's already kind of had that impact on the locker room, and it's a blow, guys. It's a blow. I'm sorry. This is going to be tough, but we'll just have to take it game by game. I loved what I saw from Fletcher Cox. You know, our D-line looks dominant, guys. Jim Schwartz was doing a lot of blitz-heavy plays, and it was paying off. Because you think about it now, we got like Derek Barnett back there. We got Brandon Graham. We got Timmy Jernigan. We got Fletcher Cox, obviously. Did I say Derek Barnett? Yeah, it's Derek Barnett. You know, he's a young stud, great draft pick. So, yeah, our D-line is just great. It might be one of the best in the league, honestly. So that's really encouraging to know at least half of our defensive puzzle has been figured out already. But, you know, there's just more games to be played, and secondary is always an issue, man. I always get scared when I see quarterbacks cock back and throw that ball downfield. I told you I'm starting to really respect Kirk Cousins, because that guy can make us bleed. I've seen it happen many times with Deshaun Jackson. Granted, they don't have that anymore, but you know, Terrell Pryor was getting some distance on us. A lot of Terrell Pryor's issues today were just mental errors. He was dropping balls he shouldn't have dropped. But other than that, I think the Redskins could have gouged us for a lot more. So all in all, it was just the Eagles' day, guys, and enjoy this win for the week, because we got a tough schedule ahead. We got to go ahead and play the Chiefs, and we got to play the Giants, and then we got to play the Chargers, which I think the Chargers might be a lot better this year. Who knows? You just never know. We'll see on Monday, actually, when they play the Broncos, how good they are. But yeah, the Eagles just have a really tough schedule, guys. But like I said, enjoy the win. Take it up while you can. Don't listen to people telling you that, the refs blew it. I mean, the refs did blow it. Just like, we'll be honest there. But it's like, the game's over. The call was made. It was a judgment call like every other ref decision. Every team experiences this level of retardation where these refs just blow it. And it's a league-wide problem. So you can't just blame this on the Eagles or the fans or any of the players. it's a league-wide problem, and hopefully someday this league will notice this. And it just blows my mind, honestly, because we live in a day and age where we have technology like abundance, and then they're just not able to excuse me, they're just not able to like use the technology. It's always a judgment call, like they want to stay old-fashioned. But I just think that that the league needs to change with the ref thing. So anyway, guys, this video has been, I'm kind of rambling now, but I just wanted to give kind of an overall thought breakdown of the game, you know, things that have happened today and just stuff like that. We'll see how the Cowboys do. I probably won't make a video after the Giants-Cowboys game because I just don't really care. It's the first game of the season, you know. It's impossible to tell what these teams really are yet, so yeah, this will kind of be the video that I'll make, and I'll probably make a Chiefs preview as we get closer to that, and then I'll make a reaction after that as well. But excuse me, guys. What do you think about this game and what I've discussed? Do you think I'm right on? Do you think I'm kind of wrong in ways? Whatever you think, you know, I will listen to all opinions. I don't mind, so leave your comments down below if you like this video, guys. I'm going to make a lot more Eagles videos in the future. You can hit that like button. You can hit that subscribe button. Helps me out. And yeah, guys, I just want to thank you for watching the video again. And this has been Jigsaw 0097. I'll talk to you guys later.